Let's talk about week 2 of the Fantasy Hockey HUT event in NHL 20, as EA has dropped some big deuces. Brady Tkachuk, not one of them, as he already has got a goal and upgrade to an 81 overall. Here are all the cards they reluctantly rectally released. We've got a mixture of big names and big dreams. However, I do think that they're better than last week, because you have guys here that have scored 15 goals pretty easily last season. Some of them even more than 20. However, there's just no guarantees with these cards. So let's go through each of them and see if they are worth our time. Josh Bailey, an 81 overall, needs at least 14 goals for double the synergy points. And I'd say he's pretty consistent in scoring at least 10 goals a year. I love how the more games that Bailey plays, the less goals he has. He's got 38 games, 11 goals, 70 games, 15 goals, 76 games, 18 goals. Above that, and he underperforms a little bit, at least on the scorecard. But yeah, I think he puts up at least the 14 goals to be a 95 overall. If you look at his stats, 11 goals will give him the maxed out skating. His shooting could use some work because 22 goals are required to max out his shot. Ekman Larsson is up next. Similarly, he'll need 10 goals to max out his skating and double that to max out his shooting. However, Ekman Larsson has consistently put up some pretty decent numbers. Barring any injuries, he'll easily get those 10 goals needed to max out his skating, and he should be able to go beyond that. His first game back, not so great. If he continues that trend for 82 games, he's going to score 0 goals, so I would watch out for that. However, I think he's going to keep putting up more goals with a stronger Arizona team. 15 goals out of him isn't too much to ask for. With an 82 overall, that would bring him up to a 97 overall. Gustafsson has a 79 overall, needs 14 goals to max out his skating, 20 goals to max out his overall, and 25 goals, well actually he can't max out his shot because his stats won't increase anymore. As a defenseman, he scored 17 goals last season. I think that's pretty high for a defenseman in his third year. I don't see him eclipsing more than 10 goals this year. That would bring him up to an 89 overall, still respectable, but with some of the other guys out there this week, probably better to invest in them instead. Staal has a 76 overall, needs 19 goals to max out his skating, 23 goals to max out his overall, which is just shy of the 25 goals he would have needed to max out his shot. Staal, again, not starting off too hot. However, outside of the year with the Hurricanes and the Rangers, where he put up 13 goals that season, he's been putting up 18 plus goals every year since 2005. Could he regress a bit? Sure, but barring any injuries or a disastrous year, he's easily going to get to 90 overall at least. And beyond that, he still has the capabilities of getting a 99 overall card. Samsonov, a goalie for the Capitals, needs 19 wins for double the synergies, 23 wins for the max overall. He certainly has the potential to win games, and he already won the first game of the season for the Capitals. However, I just don't know how many games he's going to take from Braden Holtby. I mean, even if his overall does increase, it's just not as exciting. Nolan Patrick, he needs 13 goals to max out his skating. 20 goals for his overall will be just shy of the 3 additional goals he needs to max out his accuracy. By the end of the year, there's no reason he shouldn't get 99 speed, acceleration, and agility, because for the past 2 years, he consistently put up 13 goals for the Flyers. However, he is injured right now, week to week. Injuries plague Patrick, and that's why I don't think that he will get 13 goals this season. I mean, he could come back for like 5 games and score a hat trick in each one of them, but I don't think he's going to play as much games as he did the last 2 seasons. Yandell only needs 9 goals to max out his skating, 18 goals for his overall. His accuracy would still pale in comparison if he was a 99. He hasn't been doing very well. A vote for him means a vote for slow upgrades. Negative 17 as a plus-minus for a defenseman. Yikes. He's getting more assists, which is nice, but I don't think that he's going to score 8 to 9 goals this year. I think it's probably going to be closer to 5, and if that happens, he's only an 86 overall, not really worth the investment. If he stays course, he's a 90 overall, which still not really worth the investment. Tavares is up next, and what I love about this card is how balanced his stats are. If he gets those 27 goals that he needs, it maxes out his skating, his overall, and a whole slew of other stats. Can he get 27 goals? You bet your butt end of the stick that he can. He might even get it in like half the time. It could be like January and he's already a 99 overall. Unlikely, however, he's still a great investment, again, barring any injuries. Klingberg, 6'2" guy, needs 9 goals to max out his skating. 13 goals for the 95 overall and 17 goals for 99 overall. His stats are kind of all over the place. Even if he were to reach 99 overall, there would be a lot of stats that wouldn't be 99. That's kind of why I don't like him, but he's not going to get to that point anyway, so it doesn't matter. 10 goals seems to be about the average for Klingberg, and I don't see why he can't hit that mark again this year. Last year he did in 64 games. I think he could go a little bit higher than that. I think 15 games is a good mark for him, bringing him up to a 97 overall. Wheeler, my favorite forward as a defenseman that I can't use as a defenseman anymore, sad face. He's going to need 17 goals to max out his skating, 20 goals to max out his overall. Still will be 2 points shy of maxing out his accuracy. In the past 6 seasons, he's easily hit the 20-goal mark, so I don't see why he's not going to be a 99 overall again by the end of the season. He's already 2 goals in 1 game played. Tkachuk, the master set player, definitely in a better place than Kovalchuk. He's already an 81 overall and needs another 16 goals to max out his skating. 18 more goals will put him near a maxed out shot. And I like this card because almost all of his stats will be like 97 plus if he does reach 99 overall. The sophomore slump loves to hit a lot of players pretty hard. Both already 1 goal. I mean, 18 more isn't too bad. He can certainly do it a lot easier than Kovalchuk, making him the better master set player investment. However, why invest so much in him if you can just invest in a lot of the non-master set player cards for less? That's probably my only issue with his card. To most people, it's probably the synergy points. Kakko, pretty fast card, needs 14 goals to max out his skating and 21 goals to max out his overall. If he gets there, his major stats will be around 99 overall. He scored 22 goals in the last season overseas. Can he put up 20 goals this season in the NHL? Sure, but it just depends on how he adjusts. I think he'll score a little bit less at 15, bring him up to a 93 overall. Finally, the only other guy left, the non-NHL guy, 80 overall. And the problem that I have with this card is even if he does get 99 overall, his stats are just still going to be a little bit too low. He already got his 1 goal upgrade from a 79 to an 80 overall, and he's not having a great start. He scored 19 goals the past 2 seasons, but now he has 1 goal in 7 games. I don't think he'll keep up this pace, but it'll probably end up with him getting about 10 goals. He'll be fast, but he just won't play like a 90 overall when he gets to that point. So with that said, I'd personally avoid him. Anyway, that's my analysis on the Week 2 players. Definitely try to pick up someone like Wheeler or Tavares if they're cheap, and you'll find yourself with a pretty decent card made by the midpoint of the year.